Hello there, this is Jennifer Glidden with Nextdoor SEO, and in this video we're going to talk about SEO basics. Why do websites rank? And this is something that if you are new to SEO, you heard about it, you heard it could help your business, this is really important to understand. So first of all, understanding a little bit about search engines is when you go to a search engine like Google, for example, there are others also, but you go to a search engine, you're going to type in what's called a keyword. You type in some sort of phrase, and when you put that in, you're going to get a certain number of results. Now, with most search engines, they give you 10 results on the first page, 10 organic results. They'll give you ads, they may give you map results, then they'll give you organic results, and they generally put 10 of those on the first page, 10 of them on the second. And you'll see that time and again, no matter what you search for, there's kind of a structure to how they deliver those results. So oftentimes, if you search for, let's say, Charlotte Dentist, one time, and then maybe look a week or a month later, you're going to see very similar results. And you're going to see very similar results on the first page. Sometimes things will move a little bit or change depending on what's going on. And then there's the next page of results, and then after that. But no one really moves on to the second and third pages unless they're really not finding what they're looking for on that first page. So there's something going on that keeps the sites on the first page compared to the second page, or that keeps things from just moving all over in a jumbled mess. There are certain distinguishing factors that the search engines decide is really valuable to people who are searching, because the way that search engines work is they're generating revenue with paid ads, but the only way they can get people to come to their site is if they are delivering search results that people actually want to use. So people aren't just going to go to a site and click on ads, they're actually looking for information. The information that they're looking for is those search results, the organic search results, and those have far higher trust value than the ads, although the ads are there. Now, just so you have an idea, the ads only get 10 to 15% of the clicks. The rest of the clicks all go to the organic results. So especially those first three results and the map results, those are getting 30 to 60% of the traffic, depending on how they're spread across maps and the first three positions. So when you can get into the top positions, not only does a ton of traffic compared to pay-per-click, the paid ads open up to you, but it's also going to be, you're not paying by the click. So there's just so much value in there, and I'll do another video on how you can compare the value between pay-per-click and then organic SEO results. So that's how search engines work, and they want to deliver the most relevant and trusted sites in those first positions because they want people coming to their site over and over again. Now, some people are wondering, is SEO going away? Well, as long as there are people who have questions and they want a place that has answers, the internet is the most efficient and effective way for people to get answers. I have another video on referrals versus search and how the value of those is different. But people turn to the search engines before they ask their neighbor, before they ask their trusted family or friend. People turn to the search engines. Google it, right? I mean, how many times do you Google something in a day? It's just the go-to answer. And so whether it's Google or another search engine, that's irrelevant. The fact is, people will always have questions and they will always be looking for answers. We don't have to use encyclopedias anymore. We have the internet. And so search engines will continue in one form or another as long as the internet is around. So that's one important thing to be aware of. Now, as long as the internet is around and as long as people are searching on it, then building your brand And relevance to your location and industry is the long-term value play that you can really make for your business. So this is really important to understand. The SEO process may not happen overnight, like pay-per-click. You can set up an ad and all of a sudden you may start getting clicks, but it's beyond just getting traffic today. It's essentially setting your business up in the long run to continue getting traffic for years and years to come because you're building your brand. So in terms of what the search engines are looking for, they want to deliver the most trusted and relevant results. And relevance is created in a couple ways, and trust is created in a few ways. So we'll go into that. First off, relevance. On-page SEO is where you can make a big impact to the relevance. So you want to make your website just obviously about your specific field. If you're a dentist, it should be very clear to the search engines that are just computers. They're crawling your site with a computer and they just look at all the words in there. They look at how they're arranged. They look at certain distinguishing factors. And all those things signal to the search engines relevance for an industry, relevance for a location. So it's really important that you have those things on your website. I can't even tell you some of the websites that I've seen that there's just almost no way that a search engine could tell what is going on with that business, what it even does, if they do anything. I mean, the website needs to have important information in it. So location, keywords, outbound links can sometimes signal relevance depending on what they are, content on the website, and how those things are interrelated. So what pages there are on the website, what links to what, all those sorts of things can create relevance. So the other thing is off-page SEO. Now, does your brand really exist? You may have a website, but do you have basic social media pages? Do you have directory listings? Do you have citations? Are you in certain trade directories, things like that? Those are all things that are going to matter to Google or Bing or whatever search engine it is that's looking at your website. So, and then are those off-page links that may be pointing to your site, are they relevant to your niche? Are there social signals? Social signals indicate that real people actually got value from your site. Do you have your brand identity on social media, trade directory listings? So all those things can relate to the relevance of your site. Now, trust is huge, and this is something that a lot of people aren't aware of, but this is mostly done through off-page SEO. So there are various factors that Google's looking at all the time. It has hundreds of ranking factors that they're essentially rescoring all sorts of websites all the time. They're busy, right? They've got servers everywhere. Factors on other websites linking to yours can indicate your trustworthiness, that you're legitimate, or worse, they could be making your site look very unreputable. They could be ruining the reputation of your site, and you may not even be aware of it. Which is one reason that it's really important to get a site analysis and have a strategic action plan, because sometimes I've come across businesses that their website's been spammed, or even worse, they've gotten all sorts of really trashy links to their site that make them look bad, things like that. But you don't know unless you've actually had your site scanned. So there are various things. If there's a random underwater basket weaver in the Philippines linking to your site, that's going to be far less important to a search engine than if Forbes is linking to your site, or the local home builder association is linking to your site, or a particular legal publication is linking to your site. All those things, what the site that's linking to your site actually does, what it's about, what its reputation is, all those things matter. They matter. Are those sites getting traffic? What kind of social signals do they have? All of that is important. And then also in terms of the trust, that's the relevance and trust is created by, having your reputation essentially claimed on various social media sites, having those different directory listings and citations out there that show you're a legitimate business. All those things add up in the trust field. So when we're looking at search engine optimization, we are wanting and working towards making your website the most relevant and trusted for specific searches. So for your industry, your niche, your location, that's what we're working towards. If you're a dentist in Charlotte, if you're a personal injury lawyer in Ohio, in Cleveland, then that is what we are working towards, is making your site very clear, very specific, very relevant, and very trusted for the specific searches that you're looking for. So that is an overview of SEO Basics. And like I said, we want to connect. There are all sorts of people, and I would do a little drawing here, but let's see here. There are all sorts of people who have problems. All sorts of people. They have problems. They want someone to solve them. Maybe their air conditioner went out. Maybe they have bugs crawling all over their house. All sorts of problems. And they don't know who to talk to. Maybe they asked a friend and their friend had somebody, but they didn't really recommend them, or they didn't really like them, or they were okay, whatever. Well, they know that the way to get the most information the fastest is to go to a search engine, type in their phrase, and get the answer. And you want to have your website as the answer, the first answer right there, the number one answer, because that's going to get the most clicks. So that's what SEO is all about. And if you have not yet had a site analysis, a website analysis, and a strategic action plan drawn up, that's something that I can do for you. Make sure and go to my website, nextdoorseo.com, and click on the site analysis or contact us. There's going to be a button on my site that you can click to get that website analysis, and I'd be happy to take a look at your business website and perform that analysis for you and talk about how we can get your website getting a lot more traffic, a lot more inquiries to your business, and gaining a lot more customers. So thank you for watching and have a great day.